They've been trying all sorts of different gear combinations, and they might have found something that works for him, because that's his best race for some time. And third, number 14, Prince Aluka. Numbers 8, 10 and 14, but Starbinder proving too good. Brett Prebble's made it 2 in a row, and he finished. Nearly ready. Soul Queen went in next to Chili's, Our Dynamic Lady. Abolition took the outside gate, so they're locked away. Zalinda 8s into 5s, Kenny in a 3 out to 4 to 1. Abolition rearing settled. Off they go, and Zalinda jumped well on the inside with Quiet Style. Spectrum was away well. Lucy's Way dropping back a little in the early stages after a good getaway. Chippy's Daughter jumped well, and so did Bonanova, right up for the lead today. And Graceful Encounter's up there too, going through the first 250 metres now. Quiet Style goes to the lead over Graceful Encounter. Zalinda box seating, and Bonanova's fourth the outside. 1.5 Lucy's Way, fifth on the inside of Chili's, out 3 wide, and Chippy's Daughter the centre. 1.5 to Spectrum, a neck away to Gold City. 2 lengths to Canny Anna over on the outside of Flirty Bird, and then Abolition, Soul Queen, and Our Dynamic Lady dropped out last, 1,000 to go. And Quiet Style by 3/4 Graceful Encounter. 1 Zalinda, who's dropped the head on the chest, third. On the outside is Bonanova, fourth. 1.5 away Lucy's Way, who races fifth on the inside. The lime colours of Chili's going forward next, and they're being followed by Chippy's Daughter. Gold City comes out about 3 wide in that bunch. 1.5 to Spectrum in the pink colours. Abolition taking off wide. Canny Anna is next in the field, followed by Our Dynamic Lady, Flirty Bird, and Soul Queen when they corner. And Quiet Style led the field into the straight from Graceful Encounter. Zalinda over on the fence needing an out as Bonanova makes a forward move, and they're followed by Lucy's Way going between horses, and further back Gold City, Chili's and Spectrum on the inside. Canny Anna getting to the outside but a long way back as Bonanova sprinted to the lead at the 200 metres for Damien Oliver. It's Bonanova by 1.5 lengths now from Graceful Encounter, rallying on the fence, and then Lucy's Way. Canny Anna flying, but Bonanova's clear, and Bonanova takes it out 1.5 lengths to Lucy's Way. Graceful Encounter third on the inside, then Canny Anna and Spectrum. Zalinda weakened, and then came Quiet Style. Back behind those was Abolition, and she was followed further back by Flirty Bird, Chippy's Daughter and Spectrum. Behind them were Chili's, Gold City and Soul Queen back towards the end with Our Dynamic Lady last of all. Bonanova has taken it out, ridden by Damien Oliver. And if you want to see a perfect ride, just have a look at the replay of that race. Set fourth, 1 out and 1 back, dashed to the lead at the perfect time, and away she's gone. Hands and heels in the last little bit, just checking left and right, make sure we're clear. And Bonanova has been too good. Lucy's Way ran on nicely on the outside to grab second. And Graceful Encounter fighting on well on the inside. Canny Anna got to the outside late. She's finished hard out wide. In the white socks, here's Curio Jade coming up in the lilac colours. Rose of Dane getting set. Love to Honour goes into the stalls. No Elamini to join them. No Elamini's moved up. Del Quarren, Brett Preble on board for John Hawkes on this occasion. John won this race with Toll Treese way back in 1972. Del Quarren goes in. Rose of War coming up. Damien, a winner of this race last year. We await now only Zar Royale and Zarzabel. A couple of Zabeel fillies to get ready. Major lead up to the Oaks coming up. 7 winners of the past 12 years in the Oaks have come through this race. All set as Zar Royale went in, been racing without luck of late. They're all set, 2,000 metres for the Qantas Wakeful. Grand Archway inclined to bounce around a little. All clears given from behind, and they're off and racing. Lovely start. Say good morning first to bounce out ahead of Confer. Zar Royale and Stride Fast is hunting towards the front. Rose of War right into the box seat early on the outside from Grand Archway, and they're followed further back by Rose of Dane getting back past midfield as Zarzabel sprints forward. They've gone past the 1700. Zar Royale just a leader. Zarzabel goes up on the outside to run to the lead, and Say Good Morning settling third. About 2 lengths back in the field is Rose of War, still inclined to sit out 3 wide. Grand Archway just inside her with Confer. Back behind them, Oak Stream and then Rose of Dane. About 2 lengths further back, Interest Only, My Jasper, Del Quarren on the outside. No Element, he is trapped out wide towards the end of the field. Curio Jade and Love to Honour. So they run down the back at the 1200 metres now, and Oliver had no choice but to move forward on Rosa War to sit outside Zazabel, who has the lead. Zazabel 3/4, Rosa War, who relaxes okay up second now. A length away, Say Good Morning third on the inside as they go past 1,000. They're followed by Zar Royale, 1.5 Confer, Grand Archway in the blue and white colours next to the outside. Then Interest Only going forward deep, Rose of Dane back on the rail. They're being followed by Oak Stream, a length No Element out wide and has been all of the way. 2 lengths further back is Del Quarren ridden along from My Jasper. They're followed by Love to Honour and Curio Jade on the rails last of all when they swing the corner. And first around the turn is going to be Zazabel in blinkers for the first time, led from the favourite Rosa War in the pink sleeves the outside. Interest Only coming into it wider out, Say Good Morning behind the leading horses, and they're followed then by Oak Stream pulled to the outside. Confer needing to get out is pocketed and can't go anywhere. At the 300 still the leader is Zazabel, but Rosa War pounces on it now, and at the 200 strikes the front. Confer's in the clear. Say Good Morning's now held up. Grand Archway coming, and then Zar Royale. It's Rosa War just the leader. Grand Archway swamping it out wide, and Grand Archway's got up to win. Rosa War might have held second. Confer and Rose of Dane have both run on well, and Confer was very unlucky. Say Good Morning just behind them. They're followed by Zazabel and Zar Royale together, and then Del Quarren. Interest Only followed further back in the field at the head of the other horses, Love to Honour and My Jasper, and they were trailed in by Curio Jade. No Element towards the end, and Oak's Dream one of the last. Stand by for numbers. Opie Bossum has brought Grand Archway with a powerful burst to get up and win number 1. And there may be some hard luck stories behind her. Rosa War striking the front at the 200 metres, but then Grand Archway, who'd set off them in about 5th or 6th placing on the outside, stormed home. Confer had a tremendous amount of trouble getting a clear run. It's got third, number 4, but was held up for a long way in the middle part of the straight. Grand Archway unleashing an unimpeded burst down the outside, the widest of the field, to claim Rosa War, who had to race wide in the early part of the race before moving. Solidity. Here's Lawyer going into the stalls. Shane Dye won it on Nothing Like a Dane in 95. Mithranda coming up into the stalls for Patrick Payne. And we await Arena and Hamlet and also Typhoon. Hamlet goes in, drawn next to Wellington. Arena goes up into the stalls. Larry Cassidy on board, and Typhoon coming up to complete the line-up for the Amy Victoria Derby. Drawn on the outside. Sky Heights is the favourite, drawn in stall number 2. They're all in. Light flashing for the Derby. And they're off. Sky Heights began okay towards the inside. Mossman was away well with Bet on a Road. Lawyer jumped fast, and Wajib Star's heading towards the leaders early. Leading Light settling down about 6 with Solidity. Hamlet fired up. He's going up round the outside. Wajib Star just the leader. Hamlet running off the course at the 2,200 metres. Mossman kicks up on the rails and turning out to the riverside. It's Mossman in front of Wajib Star, Bet on a Road, and Hamlet going up on the outside. Sky Heights slotted in beautifully, 5th on the rail. 2 lengths then to Lawyer, who's trapped out. 3 wide at the moment around Leading Light, and Solidity on the fence. 1.5 lengths to Runaway, and then Stolly well off the pace today. Wellington over on the inside. 2 lengths Receptor, Arena Mithranda, and about 4 or 5 lengths to Typhoon by the 1,800 metres. And Mossman will try and do it all the way, as Second Coming did last year. Leads by 2 lengths. Hamlet is running second. Wajib Star third outside. Sky Heights on the rail. 1 Bet on a Road on the outside of Leading Light. 2 lengths further back is Lawyer on the outside of Solidity, and then came Runaway about the middle of the field, travelling well. Next Wellington the grey, 1.5 lengths to Stolly, Arena. Then Receptor, Mithranda, and Typhoon last of all going past the 1,400 metres. And it's Mossman bowling along by 2 lengths. lengths. Hamlet is running second. Sky Heights lobbing along third. Wonder Wajib Star in the black and gold. One further back is Leading Light and then Bet on the Road. 2 lengths Solidity, and on its outside is Lawyer closer to the rail now. 2 lengths to Runaway following Lawyer at that point of the race, and then Wellington. About a length and a half or two Arena on the inside of Stolly, and then Receptor Mithranda, and 2 or 3 lengths to Typhoon. 900 metres to go. It's been a fast run derby. Mossman just the leader from Hamlet. 2 lengths Sky Heights Wajib Star. 2 lengths Bet on the Road on the outside of Leading Light, and then Lawyer next in the field as they came up towards the turn in the goal with the blue cap. Runaway tracking into the race, followed by Solidity, hard ridden. Then came Arena. Out wide pulled out is Stolly. Wellington goes ahead of it, and further back in the field Mithranda and Receptor when they corner. 500 left to go. Mossman the leader. Sky Heights going for the run on the fence. Running on now is Leading Light down the outside, and Arena's poking up on the fence. Here comes now Lawyer and Runaway. Mossman in front. Sky Heights on the rail with Arena coming home well at the 200 metres. Mossman tackled by Arena, who sprinted fast and has shot to the front. It's Arena now from Mossman, Sky Heights and Lawyer. It's Arena well clear though, and will win the derby brilliantly. Arena beats Sky Heights and Lawyer. Mossman fourth, then Runaway. Next Wellington. They're followed further back in the field by Hamlet. Then there's a long break. Behind these horses to finish Wajib Star with Leading Light and Typhoon. Then Receptor, Mithranda, Stolly, Bet on a Road, and a long last was Solidity. Arena has given Larry Cassidy his long-awaited Group 1 victory in Melbourne. A second win in the race for John Hawkes, who way back in 1975 led back Galena Boy to scale. Number 2, Arena, relishing the fast run race, has broken away from them at the 200, and this was a ride that Larry Cassidy will be proud of. Coming through on the inside rail, he only switched round horses to make his run at the 200 to claim Mossman and Sky Heights, and away he's charged. Fun comes up. Champagne about to get set. Now Catalan opening, going into his place. 3 to move in. Champagne about to come up. Dodge getting set. Now Dodge goes in. Champagne and Aerosmith, the last couple. Here's Aerosmith coming up. All in. Ready to run. Group 1, 2,000 metres. Gates, now something's wrong at the start, surely. Markham missed it, and Fairform's gate, I don't know if it opened. It stood in the gates and missed it hopelessly, Fairform. Champagne first out from Aerosmith. Anis Mirabilis is quickly racing to go to the lead early. Tie the Knot settling fourth from Northern Drake. It's all in fun. 2 lengths Catlin opening Marble Halls. 2 lengths Dodge, Markham and Fairform tacked on after a very strange start. Passing the 1,600 metres now, and it's Anis Mirabilis bowling clear, setting a fast tempo. He's a pacemaker back home, and he's going to do it here. He's opened up a huge lead. Going to the 1,400, and Anis Mirabilis has put 10 lengths on them. Settling second is Aerosmith. A length Champagne, a length and a half Tie the Knot fourth on the inside. Then Northern Drake. 2 lengths Marble Halls, followed by It's All in Fun. 2 lengths Markham outside Catlin opening. Markham's racing 3 wide. Dodge is back on the inside, and a length to Fairform. Anis Mirabilis heading to the 1,000 metres. He has put about 10 lengths on them, and he's bowling clear for Luca Dettori. In second placing is Aerosmith, who's got the donkey work to do to take the field up. Champagne is third. Tie the Knot fourth on the inside when they swept down the side from Northern Drake. 2 lengths It's All in Fun. Marble Halls on the inside, and Markham's been trapped the entire way. A length and a half Catalan opening. Fairform's tacked onto the field and is going up on the outside, and Dodge's last. Anis Mirabilis came back to them very quickly as the McKinnon field swings for home, and it's Ennis Mirabilis a length in front of Champagne. Aerosmith on the inside, Northern Drake wider out. Markham is putting himself in the show. Then came Tie the Knot in the straight. Ennis Mirabilis the leader with Champagne going up to him quickly on the outside, and at the 300 she puts her head in front. Northern Drake is starting to come home well, then Aerosmith and Tie the Knot. Champagne well clear though at the 200. She's 3 lengths in front of Northern Drake. Aerosmith, Tie the Knot and Ennis Mirabilis, and Champagne a sterling winner. Champagne beat Northern Drake and Aerosmith. Tie the Knot and Ennis Mirabilis, who got tightened by Aerosmith passing the line. Next, Catlin opening a gap to Markham. Marble Halls, It's All in Fun, Dodge and Fair Form last of all. But I just suggest you hold your tickets there. 2 minutes 2.3 is the time, and the winner is Champagne, who got bowled over in the Caulfield Cup, but she's got a bit back today, wearing blinkers for the first time. And a super performance as she raced away from the pack in the run home, ridden by Greg Hall. Second's gone to Northern Drake, runner-up in the Cox Plate, and now this Group 1 Louis Vuitton McKinnon, and third Aerosmith, ridden by Greg Childs. Greg Hall triumphantly raising the whip as he passes the post. Champagne returning to her winning form. Barrier. Rebel and Painter drawn out there as well. Theatre in 2. Staging 1, they look set. All in. Racing in the Salinger, staging away well, so was Theatre and Rock You. And now Magic Music, the lone one, going to the grandstand side all on her own. Heading down to the 1,000 metres, and Theatre had cut them off. Dandelar went across fast to sit up on the outside. Just behind them in third placing, Rock You from Tauke, and Paint's gone up quickly on the outside of those, followed by Scandinavia and staging just behind these horses. They're being followed by Malugwa Flavour over on the inside, and Rebel is last of the horses down on the flat side, with Magic Music coming solo on the grandstand side. At the 600, and the 3-year-old Theatre led from Dandelar. Paint on the outside, and just behind them Rock You, followed by Tauke in the middle in the blue and light blue. Then Scandinavia over on the outside, followed by staging Flavour. Behind these is Malugwa, the grey pulled out wide, and then Rebel with Magic Music down the grandstand side. At the 300, Theatre is headed by Dandelar. Paint is next. Here comes Scandinavia with a run on the outside now. Dandelar from Theatre, Paint, Tauke and Scandinavia. At the 100 metres, Flavour's coming home well. Scandinavia's hit the front though. Flavour coming at it. Flavour or Scandinavia, I'm not sure. Very close. Tauke might have got third from Theatre, Malugwa, and on the outside of those was Rebel. Further back in the field is Paint. Staging Dandelar, knocked over after going over the line. Rock You, one of the last, and Magic Music came down the outside, didn't figure. It's a photo, not really sure about this. Judge calling for the camera. Could go either way. One's got it, Flavour. What a day for Johnny Hawkes. Number 1, Flavour, Greg Childs. It's his second victory. He scored for Anthony Cummings on final card in the early 1990s. Flavour taking it out in the last bound, grabbing Scandinavia, who looked home, but Flavour's lunged, and it's a nose and a nose only. Second to Scandinavia, who's now run a placing in the Newmarket and the Salinger. And Tauke has grabbed third, 1, 7 and 8. Line taking good shape. Major Victory about to come in. Alderman ready. There's the favourite, Brazil Bay, locked away. Pleasure Giver moved up. Saboom going in. Zahiro coming up, and Litmus will be the last. And they're all in. All set now. Last event on Derby Day. 1400. Off they go. And a good start. Monet's Cove, the first to break the line, jumped out in front of Holderman, Brazil Bay. Rancho Spark spearing up on the inside, and Classic Day not far off the pace. Zahiro improving out wide. At the 1200, Rancho Spark led. Brazil Bay hunts up into second, only about a head away. A length and a half behind the Monet's Cove. Pushing up on the inside, Classic Day, keeping Zahiro working 3 wide at the 1,000-metre mark. 2 lengths to Holderman, ridden off the speed. Cut up rough on the fence behind him, and Sir Boom going up out wide. 1.5 Major Victory. 2 lengths to Pleasure Giver, Inauguration. 3 lengths to Confiscate, Monopolise. 2 lengths to Litmus. 5 lengths Galactic Valley, and Blazing Steel is behind him on the rails. Coming up towards the turn, Rancho Spark has them strung out over plenty of territory. At the 600, corners in front of Brazil Bay. Zahiro working hard on the outside, and the orange cap, Monet's Cove just inside it. Classic Day the fence. Then Cut Up Rough, followed by Holterman, Sir Boom, Pleasure Giver, and Major Victory a good way back. They're coming towards the 300 metres now. Oh, Cassidy's confident. Had another look, 2 looks across the shoulder as he sends the favourite away from Rancho Spark, and they're 4 lengths to Classic Day. Then came Monet's Cove and Pleasure Giver, but Brazil Bay racing clear at the 100. Put 3 or 4 lengths on Rancho Spark. Pleasure Giver running on well, but Brazil Bay bolts it in by 5 lengths. Pleasure Giver second. Rancho Spark held on well for third. Then Monopolise, Classic Day and Major Victory together from Monet's Cove. Next to finish Sir Boom and Litmus, and then came Blazing Steel, Cut Up Rough. Back behind those Zahiro, who worked hard before weakening. Inauguration, Confiscate towards the end of the field.